Okay, welcome back. New day, new workout. Had a day off yesterday. Felt good. Today I am fasting, so no food for me since last night's dinner. With that in mind, I'm not going super heavy. I'm more wanting to actually keep up good pace and get probably a more of a cardio type workout in, um, and just fatigue myself through repetition. So with that in mind, I'm going to do interval. So 40 seconds on, 20 seconds rest, 5 exercises, 5 movements. And then, so I'm going to go for 6 rounds, so 30 minutes. I'm going to do 30 minutes here. And this is what it looks like. So I've got, kind of middle weight, not too heavy. So reverse lunge to press with the right side. And I'm just going to go for the full 40 seconds nonstop. And clock's going to go. The next one's going to be left side. Reverse lunge, press, left side. Okay. Then the next one is going to be squat, curl, press. So start in a squat position, curl at the bottom, press at the top. Squat, curl, press. All right, just keep moving. Fourth one, calf raise, tricep extension. So bells over the head, calf raise, extension, calf raise, extension. Okay, just simple. Just going for volume here. And burn yourself out in volume. And then last one, push up to mountain climber. So push up, climb, climb. Push up, climb, climb. And that's going for the 40 seconds. All right, so pretty straightforward, nothing too complex. Simple movements, but keep moving. All right, so 30 minutes, 5 exercises, 6 rounds, medium weight. Grab your stuff. Let's go. Yeah. So start with the reverse lunge press. Oh yeah, it's gonna be tiring. Only round one. Definitely more exhaustive on the upper body, the press, than the legs. So enjoy the rest while you got it, because it's gonna go quick. There we go. So next one, squat, curl, and press. So we're gonna start. So I'm going to count out my rounds here. Okay, tricep extension to calf raise. Beautiful. And then the last one for the round, push-up mountain climber. If the weight is enough, you'll start to feel yourself tight already. I am. I guess you can go same elbow for this one or cross elbow, whatever you think you can do. But you're going to find that pretty burnt out from all the other exercises. Yeah, a lot of upper body today. So, only round one. Should be interesting. I may have to go down in weight. Not gonna lie. Just because it's every exercise. I didn't really think this through too well. Is like a press. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go down in weight. I think I'll get through this round, but then I gotta go down. Otherwise, I won't even come close to making it. And that's all good. So if I really enjoyed this workout, for example, and I wanted to progress, next time I did this next week, I'd try and do 3 rounds of this weight and then go down. And then the week after, maybe do 4 rounds. Week after, 5 rounds. So on and so forth. Okay, squat, curl, press. Yeah, it's just a lot of lifting. The legs can handle it, but my upper body can't. Not right now. Whew. Okay. Calf raise, tricep. Slipping here. So I'm gonna get readjusted. Okay, that weight's gonna go away for me. I'm gonna pull out the one below it, so 14 kilos. After I finish the push-up mountain climbers, the third round will be with the less weight. Okay, so 2 down, 4 to go. Drop your weight if you're struggling there, like I am. I'm not afraid to admit that I am struggling with that weight. If I was on my last round, maybe consider muscling through, but this early in the game, no, I want to make sure I'm finishing these. So you can also see I'm slowing down a bit here because my upper body, I've spent myself. And that's okay, right? Like, because when you get to failure, you've pushed your body, I've pushed my body to its limit, right? And that's actually a good thing in working out. So it's a hard mentality to wrap your head around, that when you get to failure when working out, it's actually a good thing. Right? And how often in life do we look at quote unquote failures as being a failure, right? Who's defining what the failure is? Usually it's just ourselves. Because most times, quote unquote failures are excellent learning experiences and tools for us to actually see where we can make improvements and get better. So they're stepping stones to success. So my older son, one of my older sons, and my wife got into a heated, I don't know if it's a debate or an opinion discussion regarding a social matter, maybe political matter. And I like discourse. I like conversations, and I like being challenged on thoughts. And it was a good discussion until it started to get more elevated and emotional. And I got dragged into it. And everyone was wanting to get their point across. And when that happens in a dynamic where people, all of us, we're starting to get more emotional than we were open to discussion. And so it resorts to, yelling over the other person, right? If I get my voice out, then they will hear me. The problem that we were witnessing, and it's common for a lot of us, for me as well, is that when we're so focused on getting our thought out, we're not actually listening to what the other person is having to say. We hear them, but we're not listening. Because in our minds, in my mind, we're too focused on constructing our own thought to combat a point that was made and not listening to what the rest of the argument was. So we found that was happening, and when the emotions got so high, our son called my wife a name. I won't say what it was, but he labeled her something, and it really hurt her, right? And so what happened was a discourse conversation, which is great, turned into a personal attack, which was not great. And how often do I find myself in a similar situation where I am letting my emotions get the better of me, and it shuts down my listening, and I don't hear what the other person is trying to say because I'm so focused on getting my point across and being right. So anyways, we have some hurt feelings in our household that have not been amended yet, because the other aspect of this is, at what point does being sorry or saying sorry, it doesn't necessarily mean the point you're trying to make was wrong. It means how you handled the situation was wrong, and it should never have resorted to a personal attack. So that is a lesson I need to have a conversation with my older son about. And a reminder for me, when my emotions get elevated, to not cross that line of arguing my point and making it a personal attack against that other person. So this weight is better for me. It's still a challenge. And I feel I'm still going to be able to finish. So adjust your weight accordingly. And 20 seconds rest is not that long. Whew. Get ready for calf raise tricep extension. So the sweat's coming off me now pretty good. I am achieving my goal for today's workout, which was cardio session, burnout by repetition versus too heavy of a weight. Oh man. All right, 4 down, 2 to go. You can slow this one down. Try and make it more like focused. All right, really think about the push through of the heel. So the other thing, sorry, I just want to get back to that argument conversation that we had the other day, yesterday, I think it was, the family. The other thing I noticed was that when the emotions run high, people are so focused on being heard and getting their voice out that the main point of the argument often gets lost by both the person sharing their argument, because they're only spitting out what they can get out of fear that they're not going to be able to get everything out. So what happens is they only shout out a part of the argument and don't give it context or don't validate, or often the worst thing is overgeneralize. And so what happens is now the person that they're arguing with only hears this limited point and bases a judgment on that limited piece of information, because they're not allowing that person the time or the space or the respect to articulate their point, right? Because they're so focused on counterattacking that point that they don't allow that person to get the whole point across. Just something that I'm kind of witnessing as I reflect on what happened yesterday. And I think it takes a lot of courage, a lot of patience, a lot of respect to be able to just listen. Even when a person is making a point that you don't agree with, but to allow them the space to share their thoughts, right? And to not hold judgment, but to hold space. The art of disagreement. And even within a household, we can love each other, we can support each other, and we can have different beliefs. Oh boy. Feeling pretty burnt out. Just gonna hold. Okay, on to our final round here. I'm pretty spent, dripping in sweat. Last 5 minutes. I gotta hold. Oh. Here we go. Oh yeah. Get 3 more exercises and you're done. And we're done. And I'm done. I feel done right now. Two more minutes. Only 80 seconds of work, 40 seconds of rest. That's it for the weight portion. One more push-up, mountain climber, and you're done. All right, last one. Here we go. I gotta slow down here. I am dying. Last push up. All right. I don't know if I maybe missed one here, but this should be it. 30 minutes, 6 rounds, completely spent, dripping in sweat. Just want to make sure. Yep. Right on. Okay, so that was a lot harder of a workout than I thought. Very upper body focus, so your arms are going to be burnt out. Don't try and throw a baseball today. Anyways, thanks for joining me, and see you next time.